One thing about St. Walburg, what makes it unique or different from other areas, the church and its position in the community now as a museum, I think represents a time gone past. It's very important to the older people who come back and look at the area and want to visit things that are familiar to them. They come in the church and it's where their parents were married, where their kids were baptized, that sort of a thing. It's a very personal part of that.
I think it's important that we preserve our history because it's not in the history books. So how's anybody going to read about it or see it?
On some bus tours that I've been on, as soon as you'd say St. Walburg, it would be, oh, that's where the Imhoff paintings are.
The paintings and the artwork in here were done by Count Berthold Imhoff. He was a German fellow.
He came to the St. Walburg area in about 1914. And the reason that he came here was because he wasn't happy in Germany. It was being too industrialized and too busy for him. So they came to Saskatchewan.
Had everything that he liked. He enjoyed doing his art. He was very much a religious sort of a painter, and he loved to hunt. That was his second love, his painting, his religion, and hunting.
We're in the former Catholic Church, which is now our museum for 41 years. It means a lot because there was controversy when the new church was talked about being built that we should sell this building. Fortunately, when it went to a vote of the parishioners, it got to stay.
The town declared this as a municipal heritage site, sort of paved the way towards the museum being able to lease this facility from the church and make it become a museum.
In 1984, Joe Schmitz, Jack Vick, and Audrey Rohr, and I think one of the Miscos formed a board to start the museum. They said, bring your antiques and your treasures and we'll put them on display for other people to see. That is our mission statement, is to preserve the history of the area.
The community reception's been really good, and you can see that by the number of artifacts that have been donated and things that people feel were important.
When I first started volunteering here, there was 2 long rows, and everything was just kind of 3-4 cabbage cutters one place, and it's improved.
Over the years, we've changed the way we do things a bit. We try and display articles in context a little more. We have vignettes, dioramas that show things, their purpose, how they worked, and we try and explain that to people when they come in as well.
We have school tours that come. The kids are just amazed at, like, the typewriters is one of the things, because nowadays everything's, the cell phone or their iPad. Seeing how their grandparents and great-grandparents wrote letters and kept track of things is kind of amazing to them.
I was here one day and a fellow worker was looking around in here and he looked over and he goes, "Good God, there's Uncle Don." He never realized that Don Maloney was up here and held a prize fight. And so I got together with one of the board members at the time, Nick Kiawa. Nick Kiawa had actually attended the fight and he could give a description of the fight that kind of puts history on a very personal note.
I was baptized, made my sacraments, and was married here.
The people that come in the door are just amazed that the building is in such good shape and being looked after. And they were either married here, or their parents were married here, or they were baptized here. To them, it's a part of their family history also.
I hurry up the steps, but you still stop, almost like it's a reverent place. And you open the door and come in, and yeah, it's just a feeling.
One of the things people always used to say, you're preserving the past, but you're maintaining the future. It holds a lot of very personal history and very personal meaning to a great deal of the population.
If you have program ideas you'd like to see on MaxTV Local, let us know at SaskTel.com/local.